What's up, fam? It's your girl Alexandria B. So today's watch list is actually going to look a little different because I am on the road, out of town, headed back home. Sky, mommy's coming. So today I am actually just going to head right into the watch list. That's what y'all here for, but we'll still start off with the economic data and upcoming earnings. Again, y'all, please forgive me for the view of how y'all are looking, the background noise, and all of that. And just we here for the knowledge, not the aesthetics. Her. So from the economic calendar, yapping. Oh, we yap. Monday, I'll mind my business, but it's coming rolling in after that. We have consumer confidence on Tuesday. On Thursday, GDP, durable goods orders. On Fridays, yeah. But that PCE, consumer sentiment, let's get it. All right. Now we also have earnings this week, of course. My eyes will be on Tuesday after hours because that is FedEx, and I am currently in a trade on UPS. I got to know, okay? I need to know. Now, also Wednesday after close because Micron. I do not believe I'm going to be very surprised if the semiconductors continue to go up. We don't need a pullback, just a little pullback. It's always healthy, and then keep going. But let's just go ahead and hop into the watch list. Like I said, as far as the futures, I will be live trading this week, so we'll get to it then. Head to the Discord, click the link in the descriptions if you aren't in there, and I will have my futures charts with my analysis uploaded in that channel by the end of Sunday, the 23rd, by the end of the night. So I was actually in New York this weekend. I did a live event, well, let me say an in-person event there, and it was amazing. Things didn't go quite as planned, but they happened. We got through it. At the end of the day had to end. Purr. Okay. Now, while I was there, I spent over $400 on Uber. No, I didn't stutter. Yeah, ridiculous. So y'all already know the first thing that I said is, Uber. I sure did start planning this event back in April. I'm sorry, y'all, that definitely wasn't April. I was like, I sure did start planning this event back in April. Look where it was in April. At a low, down here around 6. Ciao. I could have swung this out. However, we're here. We are where we are, and I want to show y'all. So when I pulled this up, because I'm going to get my money back from this company, first thing I saw was this gap here from February. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and call that a demand zone. And that sure is where we are right now. Now, these red levels that you see that I have here, I went to the monthly time frame. That's my new thing, you guys. So I want to mark off the low, the high, the open, and the close of the monthly. Now, I know I didn't mark off where the close was here, but that's because it was so close to the low. Wasn't really worried about it, but yeah, I need to be. All right. We made it through those levels though. So what I am looking for to see if Uber continues to hold this demand zone. Right here, I have the moving average that I have pulled up is my non-moving average, so around $70.40. I'm looking for a break above there. Might as well just get a whole number, so a break above 71. And I'd love to push that into the high of last month, around 73 or at 73.81. Scale out there or sell, depending on price action. If I get a large upper wick, it's just time to sell it. Or if you really just want to play the long game of it all, wait to see what Uber does at 73.81, because then you don't have to think. It's either going to reject there and we'll trade it back down towards 68, or it'll go above and hey, we're ready to trade it to new levels. Because overall, Uber doing what you had to do. Uber has kept with this trend line. Okay. Now, because this is something that I'm just now pulling up, honestly, I would prefer if this did drop and I caught the bounce off the trend line. Because right now it's not near anything. So it just makes me nervous to trade such a stock. You know, I'm actually going to go ahead and delete that last line. I'm good with this. It makes me a little nervous to trade such a stock that's not near anything. But then I also felt like when I saw this, oh snap, was this a bull flag break? I'm on my iPad, y'all. I'm so sorry. I was like, oh man, is this? No, no, Uber, you will give me my money back. Yeah, Costco. I was gonna say Target, but Costco. Okay, so if you live in the state of New York, I have a question. Okay, I didn't see a Target or a Costco with a parking lot. So when you go grocery shopping, what do you do? What do you do? Is that why all of y'all are so fit? You can't carry enough groceries out the store? I'm just wondering. However, Costco. So y'all know last week we were looking um for the 866. Y'all, we literally traded this into the range that we charted out to like in May. I'm just sickening. And it got there, attempted to fake people out. We was ready for that. Look at that range decrease. Look at this evening star pattern that came in. So we actually entered into shorts for a YOLO, quote unquote, on Friday. Let me show y'all that in the Discord. Oh, what up, bro? Oh, again, what up, bro? So over here, I actually called out Thursday, about 30 minutes before the market closed. I called out Costco 830 puts for $1. Guy, now I said it was a YOLO, but the signal was there because this is the chart that I've been staring at since March. A chart I've been staring at since March, April timeframe, right? What are we talking about? Crowd psychology. This was an analyst level because Costco got to new highs once it broke here, right? This was the analyst rating. No, it's not the end all be all, but it's crowd psychology. If I'm looking at it, thousands of other people are also looking at that price point and are prepared to sell and take profit and getting this pushback here. Now, I actually want to turn on my 20 moving average, the ribbon, but what I'm looking at in particular is the yellow moving average. Right there, right there. Okay, that's my 20 MA. That 20 MA is at about 835. I would love, love, love. I need Costco back on down here around 835, 838 range. Hold that, please. Hold it. And that'd be lovely. Now, if I'm gonna watch, because please hold it. We love it. It's bullish, okay? And get us on up here to the 940 because I bounce here. I'm here for it, right? To trade it back up to the 940, which is projected to be the all-time to be the highest price point for Costco this year by analysts, right? So I would love that. Let me catch this bounce. We've been trading it up. We love it. However, this retest here, like just on that day, that wasn't enough. I don't think that they picked up all the orders that they left down there just on this one day. Okay. Look, I think they still have some money down here. So I would not at all be surprised to see Costco return. I don't necessarily know if we see it at 780, the 790 range again, but I do think that we will lose this trend line and push down to meet the 50 moving average some. So I'm looking for that. So again, if it holds the daily 20 MA here, so around, what are we saying, 835 to 840, I'm looking for a bounce. And then I will swing it out by at least 5 months, 4 to 5 months expiration date, and swing it back out to the 940 range. Or again, if it loses the daily 20 moving average, then I'm looking to trade it back down towards the 50 moving average. Home Depot, Home Depot, Home Depot came and did what it needed to do. Let's look at it on the weekly first. So when we got this break above the 50 moving average here on the weekly last week, around 334, a couple weeks ago, that was our entry point. That was it. That was entry point. Let me go back to the weekly for y'all. So look, 336. Well, last week it would have been more about like 333. Okay. Yeah, so right here. And look at that gap up that happened. That's all I needed to see. The breakaway gap. Period. I did not let that volume stop me. All right, but we already saw all of that. We got this. We got to the trend line. Now, a couple people got a little scared. And I know that they exited. and took profit, which there's nothing wrong with that. And I said that if your trading psychology is not there yet to hold through a pullback on a large cap stock or any stock, take profit. Don't force what you're not ready for yet, right? But still watch the stock so you can gain that experience. So when this dropped, right, I had to have a stock of a place of where I was looking at, and it's gonna be the range of in here. Now this just how I do it, right? You see the wick here, because I'm gonna just take the previous candle. Of course, I put an alert at the low of this day, but then I'm gonna take the candle before that and let me mark off this where y'all rejected it at. Let me mark that off, right? And where do we come and bounce? Now, if I came down to the 15-minute and you really looked at price in that range, where is it on the 15-minute? Right here at the 100 moving average. That was still flowing up. There's just a little pullback with no volume behind it. But again, if you did take profit, that's okay. So now we're right here at this trend line, but y'all know that this range we were watching from this gap down here from about 361 to 354. This is right where we're at now, right? We're in this box. Now, what I'm going to do now is I actually want to go ahead and measure the gap. Let's measure this gap. From the close of one day, I'm going to go ahead and do it to the open of the next. I know you're supposed to do the wick, but close of one day to the open of the next. And that was a gap down. So I'm going to take the Fibonacci retracement and measure it. And what I want is the 50%, which is my shiny green one. Not the police dog circling me. I'm just a girl out here trying to make it, fam. I'm just trying to make it. Okay, so 356. Oh Lord. Oh, what was the okay. So that's what we're watching at 356.70. Okay, we need a break above that. My stop loss is 352. If we lose this again, that's my stop. Right? It wasn't time for me to enter. Still collected a majority of the profit with the runner pulling back slightly. So I'll have unrealized gains, but not a loss. I'm fine with that. And then what I would do is wait for it to cross 356 before I did re-enter into the trade. JP Morgan. Yeah, I had to write my notes on this one. Bull flag setup, break of the 4-hour trend line, and the 50 moving hour, the 50 MA. Ooh, and then on the hourly, the 200 MA, reject down, possible day trade moves. Okay. Yeah, I seen somebody need to go teach that little boy about stocks. All right. So I see what I needed to see, and I just wanted to like write my notes down so I could make sure I didn't forget, as y'all see here. So let's go to the 4-hour. I do feel that y'all see that bull flag setup. The chart pattern is only valid if it plays out. All right. I particularly do think that this will push back down here to the 190.93. So we'll just say the 191 range to catch the 200-day moving average. Look how powerful that would be. And if you believe in the touches, right, it'd be 1 to 3 touches of resistance, 1, 2, and that'd be the third touch of support on the 200 moving average to blast off. Just the way that it failed to break over my 50-day moving average here, the blue one. I do think, let's give us this little pushy push there. So the momentum is to the upside for sure. And then if we looked on the hourly, the 200 moving average, right? See how the 200 moving average is flowing up. Very bullish sign, but it is rejecting it. So like, again, not quite there. So for a day trade, I would look for a move below 194.22 to play down into the 190, 191 range, but look for a price to bounce at the 190, 191 range and to work its way back up. Oh yeah, which on the daily, I like that. Confluence on all time frames. Target The setup is clear, y'all. The setup is clear. We've been sitting here watching it. Now, what I did do was I adjusted my trend lines now. I was ready to go ahead and adjust the trend lines. And so that's now my resistance. And this is very much so clearly now my support. I want the most touches. And so what I was looking at is here, right? From March, then again March again, and then we do have this touch here. I know that that broke below it, but that's the anomaly from the earnings, right? There's an earnings gap. So what pattern is this? Subjectively, this is a bull flag pattern, all right? So we made it up there. So this is what we were watching, and we made it up there towards the, hold on, give me 1 second, though. All right, so we made it up there to that 9 moving average, but then it just needed to work its way back down to retest it. So that's why it's all about the patience of the move. You feel me? It's always about the patience of the move. So it made it here to the trend line, and that's where that 9 moving average is at, again, that we were watching. Retested, but that was low volume, and then there was no momentum to the push down. And the reason that we can tell that is because look at MACD. MACD was converged. There was just absolutely no momentum to that move going forward, right? So now we're back in this range, in this demand zone. And if I turn my averages back on, holding that 200-day moving average, I absolutely love that. And with the volume increase coming in, so I'm looking for a break above the 20-day moving average. So we'll just, to round up, we'll say above 147. All right. Now I'm fully aware that my trend line placement I should look to scale out or possibly even to exit if it fails to break above the resistance trend line. So about $151.62. But with the 100 and let's say in the 150, about 152. Draw your resistance trend line. All right. You'll see what I see. So absolutely looking for that. And if I come to the weekly, look at that. Look how it held the 20 the last 2 weeks. It's held the 50 or the 50-day moving average. And on the weekly, my 100-day moving average is at 148.56, right? While here we have the 146.85 on the daily. So let me not confuse y'all here, but I want to show y'all something. So on the daily, we have, we'll just say the 146.85, right? And then on the weekly, we have this level at 148.56. So that's a $2 range. And that hourly ATR for Target is about 88 cents an hour. Oh my goodness. Did we just find day trading levels? The target breaks above 146.85, traded up to 148.65. All right, now watch this. If you decide to do that, even if you're doing it and you're saying, okay, well, no, if you decide to take that move, you have to buy a further out expiration date. Why? Let me tell you why. Because if you go ahead and you get into this, right, and you're like, okay, cool, this can make it in the average true range of it and all of that. What if it continues to go? What if it continues to go and you see all the bullish momentum coming in with it? You're going to be mad if you had a weekly expiration date. We're trying to catch an early entry, you guys. However, if we're too early, we'll day trade it and wait. Y'all feel me? All right. Now, here's for the request that I had, CRM and ICT. So I actually did not have a chance to plot these out. So I'm going to go ahead and plot them out with y'all here now. I have my AirPods in and I'm just praying to the good Lord above that y'all can still hear me okay. Well, obviously we're going to draw a pretty little trend line. So now what I'm doing is just drawing my supply and demand zones. So I need my retracement levels. You know what I'm gonna do actually to just like really help myself is let's just go ahead and use the fib levels. Look how good. Look, y'all. Practice. Practice. That's why I already had it for a retracement. And I was dang near right on that fib level. It's the practice of it all. All right. Of course, we want to mark off the 618. Of course, we want to mark off the 0.5. And then because we need a target above the 0.618, why not go ahead and mark off the 0.786? Take that off. And boom, price is sitting right here at the, oh shoot, what was that? Was that the 0.5? No, that was a point. Oh, it's at the 618. Oh, snap. Oh, let's get this money, fam. Yeah. Here at the 618, holding it. Momentum and RSI are very bearish. Hmm. But on the daily coming in. What gap? Oh, probably that gap. Oh. Oh. I just try to write my notes down quickly so I can, we do have a gap from the from the close of one day to the, I can't see. Where's my fingers? To the open of the next. Bring it back up to the close. I'm gonna drag it over. Again, my levels are just like chef's kiss, you go girl. I don't really care about it down here at the 200, not at this moment. So of course we're gonna mark off the 0.618. We're gonna mark off the golden ratio. That's what we're gonna do. You don't always have to manually draw. All right. Flex your muscle. Make sure you know what you're doing, but you know, 245, 250, 255. So you work going in $5 increments. How much you move on the weekly? $17 on average lately. I mean, this is a quite easy setup. CRM above 246. You could look to trade it. Hold on. Where's the 20 moving average here on the 4 hour? Oh. We about to get a bullish crossover. Excuse me? Wait to see what CRM does at 250. I think we need a little bit of a reject, a little bit of a push back down. Let it get to 250. Pull back down towards this 245. And then that would make the daily range. Doing that, that'd be $8. A push up, push back down, right? That would be $8 for the range of the day, which is what the ATR is saying. So just wait to see, wait on that. Now, if you're feeling froggy, you feel good, you can watch price action. Very much so clearly. Well, we want to break this wick. So that's at 246.75. So we're going to say 247. I mean, yeah, you might as well just wait to the 250. There's not even a point because we want to take this upper wick out. So that'd be 247. And then the 50 moving average at 251. Day trade. That sounds like a great day trade. to shoot for. But as far as swing trading, that's what we're here for, above 251. Wait to see what happens there, because it'll reject that and come back down, and then we'll look for a bounce, or it's ready, you're gonna go. And then at that point, what we're doing is waiting to, if we're gonna take it to the trend line. Well, that 200 moving average there, so we'll take it to 257, 256, 63, 257. It should reject there. There's no way it'll just like cross the 200 moving average and then go straight to the 50 in the trend line. It'll kind of stagger off a little bit there. So we want to watch that. I like that setup. And then when I briefly looked at INTC, I was just like, it's been in the same place for 9 weeks. I don't have anything to say above the high of this range or below the low of this range. I mean, I literally don't have anything to say because it's been in the same place for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, literally. Uninterested. I want you to be uninterested too. Just draw a box around the range, wait for that to break, and let's go. And this one, I'm not going to break down. Do your due diligence based off the other swing trade watch list. Let's go districts. I want to see who catches that. And then for Shopify, I absolutely love this. We got our pullback, you guys, and it held the 50% retracement. Now, it has not met the 20-day moving average yet, so I'm not quite ready to average in. Maybe you wouldn't be either. And we do see when we're looking here that the 9-day, it's curving down, right? It's applying pressure to the top of price. So resisting it from going any higher, right? So that's something that I am watching there. Although this cup and handle, the handle typically looks like a bull flag, right? So I believe it's going to flag back down and possibly around 62, 63, perhaps we can get the move back up. I do not think that it is time to average into Shopify yet. Amazon. I told y'all. I know that y'all are so sick of hearing me say I told you so. But I also just like don't care. I feel like I had way more than that. Oh, because I'm just looking in there. We're gonna go to the family chat and we're gonna type in Amazon. I asked them what is a stock that in the Magnificent Seven that hasn't made new all-time high. Of course, they said Tesla first. All right, I'm gonna go with the actual with an actual company that has a great ecosystem. All right, which is Amazon. Told y'all, get in that. Get in it Monday. Literally, get in it Monday, buy out and sit in it, or you will be late to the party, just like Apple. Hey, y'all, don't chase those all-time high next week. That's all I got to say on that one. Thank y'all so much for y'all's patience with how the watch list came out this week, but I hope that y'all enjoy it. Y'all continue to make money. On the weekend of July 4th, I'm actually going to host a free 2-day swing trade workshop. So make sure that y'all are following me on Instagram and inside of my broadcast channel on Instagram. So I'll be posting the details in there. It is free, no cost, zero, zero, zero dinero, nothing. All I want is for 300 people at a minimum to show up in the building. I'm going to drop every single thing that I know. I get the 300 of y'all. Y'all do what y'all say y'all gonna do. I'll do what I say I'm gonna do, and I will host a workshop every other week for the remainder of the year, showing y'all how I swing trade, how I got to where I got because of the swing trading. I hope I see y'all there. Bye, fam.